Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And it's fielded at the 34. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now Prescott.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option. I think that this was the smarter play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Prescott.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
Sly able to put this one through.
And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 1 now. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play it at that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
They're going to look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. Prescott now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, 43 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Hunter Henry, 60 yards. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 2nd down, it's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because...
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Grant. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And here he's got Grant. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, go.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
Here we go.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here that's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll throw again. Prescott. That is caught. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left First half should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
False start. Offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll throw now on the final play. Pass incomplete. So we've reached half. Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And Lamb going to have a Cowboys first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21. Here's Prescott. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 Lions. Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Ready? Ready?
They'll try and throw for it here. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 3. Play action now, Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Reload. Trap low 80.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ready.
Now back to throw.
Finding Smith and Jigba downfield.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
46 yards.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Myers for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Prescott.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Still going. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
4th down, Prescott, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Offense.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, shedding the tackle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
At the 9-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Going to run again here with Pollard. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 15. Just over a minute 40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that